We are dust. Genesis chapter 3 verse 19. In the sweat of thy face shalt thou eat bread till thou return unto the ground. For out of it wast thou taken. For dust thou art, and unto dust shalt thou return. Woo! Well, dust. Dust. Some days I feel like dust. Not because I'm old, which I'm older-ish to a degree. To some people, I'm young. That is a cool verse because coming to earth was part of God's plan for his children, right? We had to come to earth. And one of the big reasons that we had to come to earth was to receive our body. But before we came to earth, we were all spirits in heaven. Spirits in heaven. And as a spirit, we were created in the image of God the Father, his Son Jesus Christ, which both have a body of flesh and blood. Right? Christ had to come to earth to get his body, and because he had to do it, we had to do it. We need that body. There's a reason that we needed a body. And so God created man and woman from the dust of the earth. Crazy. And interesting. And I'm saying this as I'm talking about it, like I'm thinking. As humans, we have cravings. As humans, we have desires, addictions, things that we love, you know? Like food, right? Food. I imagine as a spirit, we probably didn't need food. I don't know just on that. I don't know. I'm just assuming as a spirit, you probably don't need food, because what's the purpose of food? Food is to give us energy so that our body can work correctly and properly and run and do what it needs to do. Well, you're also going to get these other things that I just mentioned, and it's part of the plan. It's part of the plan to see if we can withstand those things. You know, you're told not to overindulge in food. Straight up, gluttony is a sin. You know, you're not supposed to eat and eat and eat and eat and eat and eat and eat. Yeah. And if you look at it from a realistic point of view, or let's say a common sense view, if you eat and eat and eat and eat and eat, what happens? You get fat. You gain weight. And when you get fat, when you have excess fat on your body, surpluses of fat, you're slower. You're not able to do the things that you should be able to do. If you are addicted to alcohol or drugs, same thing, right? Your body wins. Your body and its cravings wins. When originally we were just a soul. I don't think this isn't gospel. This isn't doctrine. I personally don't think you had these cravings, these addictions, these type of things as a spirit. I don't think you had it, because there was no need for it. You didn't have a body. But we had to get a body because God the Father had a body, right? And with LDS religion, we believe that we can become as the Father is, which for a lot of people is really hard to think about. But from my understanding of that is that we ourselves can become gods. And in order to do that, we needed a body. So at the end of the day, what we decide to do with our body will have a huge factor in our judgment, because it is such a necessary thing for us to have. Necessary. It is a necessary, just like baptism is a necessary thing for us to have in order to be like the Father. That was right off the top of the dome. And again, nothing that I say is doctrine, unless I quote the actual doctrine, right? That's just my thoughts, my feelings, things that make sense to me. One day we will lose our body, and it will become one with the earth again. And then we will be resurrected, and you will get that body again. And from my understanding, you will get your body at its perfect state. So, don't you think that it makes sense to try and perfect your body here on this earth? To me, that makes sense. Healthy body, strong body. I don't want to be a string bean when I'm resurrected. So, with that, go lift some weights. Work hard, work smart, be obedient. Get strong physically, mentally, and spiritually, and go lift some weights. That's all I gotta say.